Hello guys and welcome back to episode 7 of our EAFC 25 career mode here with Southampton. We're starting off today by seeing that we've won another of the youth tournaments, scored some pretty decent goals, won the semi-final by 3-0, and at least if we're not winning on the pitch in 11-a-side, we're doing well in the Youth Academy 5-a-side tournaments. And just having a look at the actual Youth Academy here, you can see some of the players are looking absolutely fantastic. Matthew Hodgson, 90 to 94 potential. Lewis Turner, 87 to 94 potential. We've got the young goalkeeper, Shane Malcolm, 88 to 94. And how about this guy, Alikos Harris, 14 years of age, 93 to 94 potential. Is that the best potential range you've ever seen? 93 to 94. Jumping into our first game is Everton away at Goodison Park in the FA Cup quarterfinals, I think it is. We've got 11 games left to play in the Premier League, where we'll probably get through, I'd imagine, 7 of those today. Maybe potentially 8. Leaving the final 3 or 4 to come in the next episode, where we will close out season 1. But let's get to it. FA Cup quarter-final off the back of a pretty decent run of form, despite the late loss to Chelsea at the end of the previous episode. But looking to make it through to the semi-finals, although I think this might actually be the last 16. I'm not 100% sure. Looking to make it through regardless. Come on, you Saints. So I have just double checked before we go into the game. It is definitely the last 16 of the FA Cup. I'll be honest, we've been very lucky to even get this far. We've won 2 penalty shootouts, both against championship opposition to get here. So first time in the competition against a Premier League side. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if this is where our progress comes to an end. SA. Oh, through the gap brilliantly. What a pass by the former Millwall man. He's got his move to the Premier League, and that is an assist worthy of Premier League level, because that is a fantastic ball through the eye of a needle. And Jesper Lindström, the loanee from Napoli, bends it past Gavin Bazunu to give the Toffees the lead. Aribo, space on the edge, shoots, and Jordan Pickford has to turn it away just before the half-time whistle. Fraser will come out to take the corner. It's into Taylor, whose header is just over the top. I think Pickford had it covered, and the Toffees will go into the break leading by 1, which probably means they're going to go on to win, because Southampton never score. And jumping into the second half here, yeah, I honestly don't see us scoring. Our goal scoring record's been so poor this season. It's going to take a miracle to score, but straight from the kickoff, Antonio does score. A terrible goal to give away from Everton. And Michail Antonio, with his second since coming in on transfer deadline day, has equalled things up in the FA Cup last 16. Well, I have to say that was a terrible goal that Everton gave away. It was literally out of nothing. And here we come again. Antonio! Oh, it's brilliant. And he didn't have the finish this time. Well, we are into the extra time period here. Level after 90 once again. Third time in the FA Cup. It happened, I think, twice in the Carabao Cup as well. And we could be set for another penalty shootout, which would be, what, our 5th of the season? Absolutely incredible that we keep going all the way to pens. But we've been playing pretty well here today. We just couldn't find that second goal in the second period. And here goes Connor Cox, the young man, off the bench. There's Joe Aribo. And it's Manning! Oh, it's off the post. I'm not sure what he was doing up there. But Ryan Manning, looking for his first goal of the season, rattles it off the upright. Well, once again, in the cup, it's a penalty shootout. And unfortunately, Gavin sent the wrong way from the off. I feel like our luck's got to run out eventually. Mikel Antonio, who led our line really well today, is denied by Jordan Pickford, and I think our luck might be running out here today. And Dye makes it 2 from 2 for the Toffees, and Brereton Diaz has to score and hits the post, and it's wide, and McNeil makes it 3 from 3, and we're out now. I said our luck was going to be over eventually, and it's coming here in the last 16 of the FA Cup. Aribo just about clips it in, but I need a save from Gavin Bazunu. Ashley Young down the middle, and Everton progress. Well, I'd say we've probably just about edged it in the 120 minutes, but it's a 50-50 on the spot kicks, and well, when you miss your first, was it 2 or 3 we missed? 2, I think. You've got absolutely no chance. Everton progressed to the quarterfinals. I'm not too disheartened. It was my lowest priority this season. Our main objective is just staying in the top flight. And unfortunately, our cup run ends at the last 16 stage. Well, before we look to head into our next game against league leaders Liverpool, I do want to see who it is that we would have faced in the cup. Oh, of course, it's League One Bolton Wanderers in the quarterfinals. We would have had a chance. You've got Bolton of League One, Norwich and Burnley of the Championship, an all Premier League clash between Villa and Forest. That's so frustrating, man. But I said our sole purpose is the Premier League. You can see how tight it is down at the bottom still. Very, very congested. And taking on Liverpool here away at Anfield, going for the league title with a 6-point lead over Manchester United. I'm expecting to have another loss on the board here. If we can get any sort of result here away at the league leaders, it will be a fantastic result. Come on, you Saints. Yeah, underway here at Anfield, of course, one of the toughest grounds to visit in the Premier League. Liverpool have such a good record here, and they beat us at St Mary's late on through Luis Diaz, this man who's having a fantastic season in the save. But it's just one of those, again, where it's how long can we keep Liverpool out for? We're probably not going to have much on an offensive end, but how long can we keep their front three quiet? As Diaz heads on to Harvey Elliott. And it's Endo on the edge. Back to Elliott. Endo, the Gakpo. Drops the shoulder, looks for Mo Salah. And it's not very long is the answer to that question. Mo Salah, in just the 12th minute, gives Liverpool the lead. Trent into Salah. Oh, he's found the pass to Elliott. How did that get through, man? How on earth did that pass get through to Harvey Elliott? I thought Taylor was just going to step across and intercept. He didn't. Liverpool have 2 before we've even reached half an hour, and this could turn into a cricket score. Let's not get embarrassed today here, lads. Endo finds Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lovely slid ball through to Salah. And Cody Gakpo grabs a late third. We managed to stem the flow a little bit since that second goal around half an hour in, but it's been all Liverpool in control. We've not had anything on an offensive end, and Cody Gakpo has rounded off the victory with a third. Not a very good day at the office, but exactly what I was expecting. Where I tell you what, we are finding some really, really good goalkeepers this year. FC25 may be the year of goalkeepers for me, because I've got 3 Irish lads here that all look absolutely fantastic and may have slightly higher starting overalls than the Scottish lads we've got in the academy. These 3 all look fantastic. Yeah, and there's a few more from England that look good as well. We're finding some real luck with the youth players. Alexander Lawson as a CDM. Quite like the look of him. Austin Daniels as well, another striker. And Benjamin Hooper looking very, very solid indeed. Already 70 to 80 pace. Not quite so much luck from Cyprus. A couple of half decent looking players, but I like the look of Papadopoulos here. Just 14 years of age. He looks as if he could be decent. Jumping into our next game, we've dropped back down to 15th in the Premier League, which is where we've been for most of the season. Ipswich starting again to claw themselves closer to that safety net with 10 games to play. 10 to play and a huge game here as we take on Wolves, who sit just a couple of places above us in 13th. Looking to get back to winning ways in the Premier League and start moving away from that bottom three. Big clash here at St Mary's. Come on, you Saints. Yeah, I think Wolves are probably just about clear enough of the drop zone that they won't be looking over their shoulders. Still tend to play, of course, but they are in a pretty healthy position. But as for the Saints, as Mateus Fernandes nearly drilled in his first of the season, as for the Saints, we certainly are looking over our shoulders at most certainly Ipswich Town, who are giving it a real go as Fernandes again gets under it and sends it over. Suleiman around the corner to Ben. And now it's Mateus Fernandes. Look at the space for him. Need somebody with me. Mateus Fernandes going all the way. Mateus Fernandes! Where did that space appear from? Mateus Fernandes just went all the way and nobody closed him down. And he drills in his first goal of the season to give Southampton the lead. Well, it was a strange goal that Wolves gave away because it was just one ball through the heart of the defence. And we were in on goal. No one went with Mateus Fernandes, and he just... I thought there was another defender coming across. No one was there, and he drilled it in to give us the lead. But a really poor goal to concede from a defensive point of view as Fernandes tries his luck again. And we've been full value for it. We've been really good today. Aribo, dives in and doesn't get there, and he might be in trouble here, Aribo. Is that going to be our third red card of the season? I think it might be. It is. Mateus Cunha finds Strand Larsen looking for Cunha. No. Oh, what a save. Aaron Ramsdale. And will they have time for the corner? Yes, they will. Lamina to float it in. Headed away, and that's surely going to do it, ref. There it is. And that save from Aaron Ramsdale could be crucial come the end of the season. That has saved us the 3 points there and potentially moved us an extra 3 points closer to safety. Big win at home at St Mary's. We haven't had many of them this season, and that is definitely one to savour. What a save by Ramsdale at the end. I've said how important he is going to be for us this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's big interest in him in the summer. Well, we're going to jump into our next game here. It's another side that are in and around us in the Premier League. Crystal Palace 2 points clear of us in 13th place, but that win has taken us above 30 points. We're now 7 clear of Ipswich with 9 games to play. I think now, with us being 7 points clear, we're probably only another win or two away from securing it. Big game here and a chance to do it against the Eagles. Come on, you Saints. Fernandes, fine, we'll just slow it down. But yeah, one more win is going to put us in a very good position as Antonio couldn't beat Dean Henderson. Is loose and Dean gathers the loose ball. Promising start here from the Saints. Just once again, haven't been able to find that breakthrough as Antonio this time does find the breakthrough. And our January signing with his 3rd goal since coming in from West Ham. And he's done exactly what we wanted from him. Put the ball in the back of the net on a more regular basis and fire us to safety in the Premier League. Given away by Walker-Peters. Daichi through the gap to Nketiah. What a save by his former teammate Aaron Ramsdale. Again, coming up clutch. Not right at the end of the game, but at the end of the half. And we can't clear, and Ramsdale's there again. And anywhere will do as the Saints survive a late push at the end of the first half. 45 still to play, but we're halfway to claiming back-to-back victories for just the second time in the Premier League this season. Ooh, naughty tackle that by Milan Gudel, and I think he might be off here, you know. The veteran midfielder is off. Yeah, naughty tackle. Back-to-back Premier League games with red cards, but that's a naughty one from Milan Gudel. Straight through the back of Mateus Fernandes, not going for the ball. Well, with that red card, we have to make sure we see the game out now. We were pretty comfortable beforehand, but we just have to make sure, yeah, good defending, solid defending. We just got to make sure nothing silly, and we don't let Palace back into the game. Kamada finds Nketiah, but he's got no one with him. There is Daichi, back to Eddie, and it's good defending. Wharton finds Daichi, and Eddie on the spin. Walker-Peters is there, and Burmo straight to Aaron Ramsdale. And Burmo again. And Burmo looks for Nketiah. Nketiah in behind. Looks for Daichi. And Crystal Palace do have their goal. And that is so poor. Against 10 men. We had to see this result out. Couldn't get the tackle in there. Couldn't get a tackle in with Taylor. And Crystal Palace a level. And it's the Japanese international Daichi Kamada with the goal. Is there to be a late winner here? Daichi to Wharton. Glyn Downs nicks it back. Go. Go. Antonio. Angle's a bit tight. Antonio denied. And Dean Henderson denies us late on, picking up all 3 points. Crystal Palace with 10 men battle back to claim a point. It's not a terrible result, but from the position we were in, we've got to be winning those sorts of games. Dean with the late save to rescue a point for the Eagles. Before our next game here against Tottenham, Ipswich were at home to Wolves, which is certainly a winnable game for them. Now, how did they get on? They did win it. Oh my goodness, they are coming for us. Gap cut to just 5. Bournemouth and Leicester surely have given themselves too much to do. Ipswich winning against Wolves, though, does mean that they draw level on points with Brentford, 2 behind Brighton, and just 5 behind ourselves. And the problem is we now face Tottenham, who are up in 5th place. We've got to play Villa, we've got to play West Ham, we've got to play City, we've got to play Arsenal. We've got a really tough run in, and we're going to have to pick up points somewhere. And we should really have won that previous one against Palace. Now we're relying on picking up points elsewhere, as we're going to have to do here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This is by no means done with 8 games to play. We do have the game in hand, but I'm not expecting us to pick up any points here away in North London. Any sort of result is a good one. Come on, you Saints. Yeah, expecting a similar sort of game to what we saw at Anfield just a few games ago, as Brereton Diaz goes down. It's not really what we want to see, and Pedro Porro skips away from Taylor into Son, and a huge save from Aaron Ramsdale. Well, where would we be without that man between the sticks? Oh, given away. That's so cheap. And Son, well, that's another huge save from Aaron Ramsdale. We should probably be 2 down already. Corners swung into the middle. Flicked away at the near, but Sarr keeps it alive. It's all Tottenham pressure. Timo Werner, there is Son again, and at the 4th time of asking, he finally has the better of Aaron Ramsdale. It's been coming, it's been all Tottenham pressure, and we trail once again. Things are looking bad for the Saints. Son into Maddison, there's Timo Werner. Oh, Aaron Ramsdale. He is in some fine form at the moment. What a stop that is from the Englishman. Werner had all the time in the world and could not finish it off. There's Son again. Aaron Ramsdale just on a one-man mission to keep us in this contest. I'm not sure it's going to last for too much longer, as that one's a little bit more comfortable for him, but at the moment it's all Spurs, and that second goal is coming. Then through the gap, Kulusevski. It's been coming, and it's about time. The Swede finally gets Tottenham second. That is going to do it. 2-0, and if it wasn't already game over, it certainly is now. Oh, where's our defence? Where is our defence? Heung-min Son. It's 3. What is going on? We have completely fallen apart here today. The pressure's getting to us. The pressure is well and truly getting to us, because this is one of our... What is going on? This is one of our worst performances of the season. It could get worse. Son makes it 4, and we are crumbling here in North London. Well, we've been put out of our misery, but that is one of, if not our worst performance of the season. A mad 5 minutes saw Tottenham double their lead from, well, not even double, quadruple their lead from 1 to 4 in the space of about 5 in-game minutes. Heung-min Son hit a hat-trick, Kulusevski got the other, and Southampton were well and truly torn apart. Well, it's not going to get any easier for us. And how bad was that injury for Ben Brereton Diaz? It's a hyperextended knee, out for 4 weeks. The way we are currently going, we are slipping further and further down the table. Thankfully, that was our game in hand, so it's not really too much loss. But taking on Aston Villa here, another really tough game. Ipswich are away at Chelsea, to be fair, so I don't expect them to get anything there. And we're just basically pinning all our hopes on Ipswich not winning between now and the end of the campaign. We are getting dragged right back down into this, and Southampton on a torrid run of form, hosting Unai Emery's Aston Villa side up next. With 7 to play, the gap still remains at 5, but we need to get out of this horrible run of form. Need a win. Come on, you Saints. Well, another really tough game here against another side going for European football for next season, and off the back of that absolutely embarrassing defeat at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, we have to do better here back at home at St Mary's, where we have been better at home this year. As Mateus Fernandes lets fly and is denied by Emi Martinez. Fernandes backing off him. Mateus Fernandes! Oh my goodness, what a goal! Well, I tell you what, he has really picked up his form in the last couple of weeks. Taking that attacking midfield spot, making it his own, and scoring a few important goals as well. Mateus Fernandes with an absolute beauty gives us such an important lead here against Aston Villa. Cash into Watkins, another big save by Aaron Ramsdale. Oh no, oh no, oh my god, what a save. Oh my goodness, what a save. And Lallana can't get the ball forward. Oh, we are holding on as Watkins, it's a brilliant finish, and he goes to pick up the ball because Villa need all 3. Poor clearance. Lallana off the bar. Onuachu can't force it home, and Martinez gathers the loose ball. That's going to do it. We don't have time for any more drama, but Southampton's so close to winning it late on. An incredible game. Good to see some drama at least, because the last episode had none. And after an absolute thumping away in North London at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, we do at least stop the rot. It's a point on the board against a very good Aston Villa side. Well, let's find out how Ipswich got on. I'm expecting that they lost, and it looks as if they did. Yeah, they got absolutely thumped 4-0 away at Chelsea. Bournemouth did win to close the gap to just 3 points to Brentford. But for us, we're 6 clear of Brentford ourselves, so I'm not worried about Bournemouth. It is just Ipswich that I'm worried about, but we are now 6 clear with 6 to play. We've got another really tricky test travelling to the London Stadium to take on West Ham, whilst Ipswich host Arsenal. That's a really tough game. Brentford face Brighton, and Bournemouth are away at Selhurst Park to take on Crystal Palace. But before we jump into those games, we've got another batch of scouting, which I think might be our final one of the season. Well, we've got a slightly better look at the Irish keepers. I think Damien Finn I'm going to leave, but both Alan Carney and Patrick Coyne both look very, very solid. Patrick's 6'8" as well. As for England, well, my scouts have just found this man, Harrison Cooper, and even after just 1 month's worth of scouting, he looks fantastic. We've also got Benjamin Hooper with a very good starting overall. I'm going to give him a scholarship, but the 2 English lads will make it. Austin Daniels we will turn down. I have to say, the only one in the scouting update that I think I really want to get is Papadopoulos. Well, with our scouting done for the first season, it's been a fantastic first year. We've got some big development needed on those young players, but I do certainly think some of them could be superstars. We'll close out the episode with 2 more games, both against London sides, starting off away in the capital to take on West Ham at the London Stadium. Currently 6 points clear of the relegation zone. I think 1, maybe 2 more wins will be enough for us to secure safety with 6 games to play. Looking to see if we can get one here as we take on the Irons. Come on, you Saints. Yeah, decent point against Villa in the previous one, although we threw away all 3 points late on. Not a terrible result, and we're sort of stumbling over the line, I'd say. We're not doing it convincingly, but as long as we get there, I don't mind. As Fraser bursts into the box, there's Mikel Antonio looking to score against his former side and winning his new side a corner. Fraser swings that in. Bednarek attacks it. It's bouncing and it's comfortable in the end for Bernd Leno. Pretty promising start here as we look to get that 1 win on the board that I think we're going to need to secure safety, as Ryan Fraser lets fly. And again, Leno is equal to it. Promising opening 15 minutes here. Fraser whips the corner in. Downs is under it. It'll come to Mateus Fernandes on the edge, and that's a little bit more comfortable for Leno this time. Wow, look at the bubbles as we've come out for the second half. That's kind of cool. As West Ham, well, there's not much singing going on from the West Ham fans at the moment because they've been second best out there today. Also pushing for a European side along with Emery's Aston Villa, but so far we're doing a good job of holding them to the draw. I would take the point, I said that, and it'll get us another point closer to safety, but if we can somehow nick all 3, if it's Mikel Antonio as well, that'd be even better. Then we'll be putting ourselves in such a strong position with just 5 to play. But here goes Jeremy Pino, Fulkrug and Kudus. And against the run of play, it is the Hammers that take the lead. Corner for the Hammers, who have been more in control of this second half. Dangerous ball in, headed away by Walker-Peters, but it's loose. It's Alvarez, and I think that is off the line. Now Armstrong finds a Rebo, and Walker-Peters. And Antonio's away. Mikel Antonio, oh, you dirty bugger. Mavropanos. And I think it's outside the area as well. It's going to be a straight red. But I'd rather have taken the goal. Antonio racing through. Oh, man, and that's going to do it as well. We're not even going to get the chance to make advantage of the extra man. And that's so frustrating that Mavropanos just scythed me down as I was running through. Couldn't find a goal in the final 15 minutes. And it's yet another game where we've fallen to defeat in the Premier League. We'll close out with Fulham at home. And that is the sort of game where we need to be targeting all 3 points. So annoying to lose this one in the fashion that we did. Well, final game of the episode here, and it's an absolutely huge one. As Ipswich beat Arsenal at Portman Road. They're now level on points with Brentford on 30. We've dropped to 16th on 33. We've got a slightly better goal difference than Ipswich, but worse than Brentford. And this is really going down to the wire. This is probably one of our most winnable games. This and Leicester City, who we still have to play as well, who look as if they're pretty much down. But yeah, Ipswich giving this a real good go and will not let up. Massive game here, our game in hand that could see us move 6 points clear of the bottom 3. Need to end on a win. Come on, you Saints. Second half underway. Couple of chances at both ends, and a point would not be the worst result in the world. I'd love to claim all 3 to end the episode off, but as I say, a point is not the worst, as that's fired into Muniz, and now Pereira shoots, and Ramsdale called into action again. Armstrong and Archer and Adam Armstrong! Oh, what a return from Adam Armstrong. We've been building him back up to fitness, and with practically the last kick of the game, Adam Armstrong wins it late, and that is a huge goal for the Saints. Will move us 6 points clear of the relegation zone. Absolutely belts it into the roof of the net. And Southampton have won it late on. Well, guys, that is where we will leave it for today's episode. What a way to end. That late winner from Adam Armstrong. And that win does move us 6 points clear of both Ipswich and Brentford with just 4 games to play. We've only scored 19 goals all season long, by far the lowest scorers. But how many of them have been late winners and important goals? As I say, 6 points clear with 4 to play. They will be coming in the next episode, where we will close out the season. We'll take a look around the save of the other leagues and the European competitions, where Southampton are so close now to securing Premier League football for next season. I'll catch you for the next episode very soon, where we will close out season 1. Take care and peace.